It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. As their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
And third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Comes off around the 41. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
New York.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown,
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At his 48-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
He's across midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Pascal's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is pass intended for Ronald Jones. Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get 57.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
With the score,
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Giants.
On first down, Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll find Paris-Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 51.
Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's on Lane Johnson, the former top 5 pick. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wentz to throw again. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Right at the line of
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Giants.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Complete.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
22 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another run here with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They will run with Grant. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Miles Sanders.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Phillip Lindsay on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. Completes this again to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Off play action. Jones. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.